Welcome to the Aquaspresso Coffee Academy, and today we're going to be talking about flavoured coffee. So this is not a video for the true coffee purists. Coffee purists hear the word flavoured and they're already their noses up, they are not listening. But for a lot of other people, and myself included, I love flavoured coffee. What are your options? So the one way which I would never recommend to anyone is the flavoured coffee bean route. Now, what flavoured coffee beans are any coffee beans which are roasted, and then after that there's a sugary coating put on top of those beans to give it any flavour one chooses. So caramel, vanilla, whatever you can think of can be used to coat coffee beans in a sugary style to flavour it. Now, there are a few problems going that way. So problem number one is that the beans they typically use when they're using beans with intention to flavour them are often the lowest grade beans, because the flavour, whatever flavour is used, is so overpowering to the taste of the coffee that it's almost a waste to put the top quality beans in a flavouring process. So number one, most of the time if you get flavoured coffee beans, you're typically having the worst grade or the lowest grade of coffee. Number two, and this is specific to coffee machines and even to different grinders, but one of the worst things you can do for an automatic coffee machine is to use flavoured coffee beans, because that residue that gets left behind in the grinder, it causes that grinder to deteriorate and have serious problems very, very quickly. So if you're having an automatic coffee machine, definitely don't use flavoured coffee beans. If you have a traditional machine with a grinder on the side, it's usually not as much of a problem, but it still can cause issues. The second route, which is a better route, it is usually a more expensive route, but it is a better route, is to use syrups. And there are tons of different brands out there where there's different intentionally made coffee syrups for coffee. And they come in, again, everything from probably even more flavors, hazelnuts, coffee, vanilla, those are the more popular ones. And those can be used in any coffee drink. So you don't have to have all your coffee beans one flavor. You can have standard coffee beans, and you can have good quality coffee beans. And then you can use your array of syrups to flavor anything from an espresso, cappuccino, latte. And how they work, syrups are essentially concentrated sugar flavors, which usually you have 1 or 2 scoops, and that changes the total flavor of your coffee. And that is typically the best way, because you can still have good coffee beans, it has no effect on grinders, and 3, you can change coffee flavors between cups. You don't have to have one whole array of coffee beans in a hopper and wait for that whole thing to be used before changing flavors. So those are the 2 ways to flavor your coffee. Hope that helps. I hope you have some sweet coffee. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to learn more about coffee or anything to do with coffee, please hit the subscribe button on your right.